Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. Okay, so I've stopped making videos about the various developments that come out about Epstein, and for the most part, and Ghislaine Maxwell. There was other stuff. There was a new book that came out a month or so ago, that was quite interesting and seemed quite believable, even though there was fairly sensational stuff in it. Not going into it here because just don't have time, don't care right now. But this article's definitely interesting for sure. I mean, I saw that the FBI is investigating her, and that's not some far flung outlet. The Reuters was claim reporting on this right after Christmas, December 27th, exclusive. FBI investigating British socialite and others who facilitated Epstein. I'm not going to read that. But what's the interesting thing in here is, and I don't know who Emily Smith is. I don't know her sources. They're not necessarily named. And I saw a report before this that, reportedly, allegedly, Ghislaine Maxwell wasn't too worried, because that she, allegedly, reportedly had so much dirt on very powerful people that she felt completely insulated. She just wasn't concerned in the least. So, but this article claims that, it's very likely that she's being hidden for that reason, and that she was an intelligence asset along with Epstein for a number of foreign governments, and they basically collected dirt on powerful men, by putting them in compromising positions, presumably with underage girls or underage, persons. And the article seems to suggest that it's likely she's somewhere in Israel in safe houses, is where I think is what it says. So Ghislaine Maxwell, the British socialite, who's long been accused of serving as Jeffrey Epstein's madam, is hiding in a series of safe houses and is being protected because of the information she has on the world's most powerful people. Maxwell, 58, allegedly procured young women and groomed them to have sex with Epstein and his wealthy pals, but she has remained out of public view after the convicted sex offender's rearrest last year and his death in jail in August. She has always denied any wrongdoing on the heels of a Reuters report, the one I just referenced, that Maxwell was the main focus of an investigation by the FBI into several people who facilitated the dead pedophiles' alleged sexual abuse. The source tells Page 6, Ghislaine is protected. She and Jeffrey were assets of sorts for multiple foreign governments, and they would trade information about the powerful people they caught in his net and caught at Epstein's house. The source added of Ghislaine, who has homes in Manhattan and London. She is not in the U.S. She moves around. She is sometimes in the U.K., but most often in other countries, such as Israel, where her powerful contacts have provided her with safe houses and protection. The source added that Britain's disgraced Prince Andrew had begged Maxwell to come forward and give an interview to protect him after he was accused of having sex with one of Epstein's most vocal accusers, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, which he strongly denies, but Maxwell refused, forcing the prince to conduct his own disastrous interview. The source said Andrew pleaded with Ghislaine to publicly defend him. She carefully considered it, but decided no good would come of it if she came forward. It isn't in her best interest. Lawyers for Maxwell didn't get back to us. The source also added if the U.S. government was really interested in bringing Ghislaine, the IRS would have looked at her tax returns and the income she may have got from Epstein and perhaps some of his powerful associates. So, I don't totally. I don't know. I think I could surmise that basically the U.S. government, FBI, or the U.S. government isn't really interested in getting Ghislaine, you know? And this is just what I talk about. I mean, what powerful people do you think that Epstein had extremely compromising material on? What powerful persons could it have been? Could it have been a former president of the United States? Could it have been Bill Clinton, which many people have speculated again and again and again, you know? And it's only when this Epstein seemed to be tied to Trump that they, like I said in previous videos, they all sudden get stupid and they forget or they don't want to talk about it. You know, it's too much to try to regurgitate in one video. But I mean, what American president has been the greatest ally to Israel? I mean, what American president basically single-handedly, unilaterally said the Golan Heights is now, Israel is territory? Who moved the embassy to Jerusalem, which Israel has wanted forever? And the Golan Heights thing, I think is wrong, totally wrong. But the moving the embassy to Jerusalem, I don't really care. Don't necessarily oppose these things. But Israel loves Trump. No other president has been so favorable to Israel. His approval rating in Israel is like 95%. So why is it that that Trump, the American government, doesn't seem to care one bit if there's any truth to this? I mean, did Jeffrey Epstein, as I've speculated, have damaging information on the Clintons, Bill Clinton? And that's what was used as leverage to get Hillary Clinton to lose the election on purpose. It seems like a very logical possibility, don't you? But like I said, whenever Trump supporters are presented with anything, like this woman who's in Israel, according to this report, if it's true, and Trump is unprecedented in terms of his support of Israel in American presidents, and could basically Israel do anything Trump wants if he wanted. So who's the pedophile sympathizer there? That would be Trump. But Trump supporters are so pathetic that how they become stupid when it comes to anything that connects Trump to Epstein. Epstein's the lead prosecutor who basically signed off on the sweetheart plea deal of 2008 in the Southern District of Florida. Alexander Acosta just mysteriously becomes Trump's labor secretary. Out of all the people in the world he could have named to it, and he didn't even know him, supposedly. He becomes Trump's labor secretary. And then another lead attorney or attorney that was part of the prosecution team that signed off on that, did the sweetheart plea deal for Epstein, ends up being his third in line from Mnuchin at the Treasury Department, who's now left that department. Another attorney who was part of that was reportedly offered the director of the FBI position, and she turned that down. These things, Trump supporters, all of a sudden they're like, I don't understand. I don't get the connection. They become stupid when the pedophile is somehow is clearly connected to Donald Trump. It's pathetic. And that's the story there, dude. But this article is, it's pretty sad. It really is. Is this the freedom we talk about? Is this what we fought for freedom? Is this is America? This is something to be proud of? This is Trump, dude. 100%. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. See you in the next video. Later, man.